Dear men, did you know publicly accepting that you like The Notebook over Iron Man is completely alright? It's time emotional vulnerabilities in men get normalized. Getting excited for the library instead of the football ground is not to be made fun of. Unable to take a catch in gully cricket is not a masculinity's turn off. A boy's soft voice, innocent eyes, watching rom-coms over ODIs doesn't make him any less of a man. And if you believe otherwise, doesn't matter you're a girl or a guy, you need to bid that mindset goodbye. Dear men, you are not the sole gender to take the responsibilities which are financial. No, that mindset when the society is patriarchal, it's okay. It's okay to be a rose and not a thorn. Few drizzles, then a thunderstorm. If feminism evolved women, it did a lot for men. Because equality is the monopoly of all of them. And if how these things are related with it is beyond your comprehension, know that these are the outcomes. Because feminism travels certain stations and is yet to reach its destination. For women, it had always been paradise lost and not paradise regained, and hence a movement came. Feminism was its name. The so-called privileged ladies that you see today, that didn't happen overnight. Centuries of darkness have passed before they could see the independent light. A woman, if clever, was a source of trouble. She merely had to be a good wife, else her life was miserable. A lady had to be a lad if she wanted to be a lawyer. Patchwork, dolls, clothes and ribbons were supposed to be her only desire. It took women like Lakshmi Bai to prove that they also could fight, and Ada Lovelace to normalize that they could do calculations right. Today, feminism doesn't target all, but a few. But that number became few because the movement had its due. So next time you believe feminism is sick, know that the right to widows for remarriage was given as late as in 1856. Mary had to change her name to George in order to ride professionally, because apparently a male pseudonym was taken more seriously. She was a helpless darling, initially with her father, then with her husband, without any choice of her own. Eventually it liberates. If someone wants independence and offers a choice, if one chooses to be dependent, imagine being educated only when you're believed to be ugly and have no prospects of marriage, as if self-worth is directly proportional to the groom, his net worth and a wedding carriage. All men are dogs. Those who say so insult the very essence and the need to get some sense. But that does not mean we do not need feminism in future tense. If someone puts a false allegation, they are a disgrace to this beautiful definition. Don't demean the term for the faults of a few, and let the movement complete its due. So if today your mother could talk to your father for a useless agitation, thanks feminism for its penetration. If tomorrow your daughter is able to walk out of an unhealthy marriage situation, thanks feminism for its penetration. If any other day you, dear men, decide to open up about your anxiety, panic attack, financial burden, sexuality or rape, and pave way for a communication, thanks feminism for its penetration. If someday you and your wife both come back to home from work and sometimes you make the tea without the need of any persuasion, thanks feminism for its penetration. If a woman in a village beyond is able to pursue her education, thanks feminism for its penetration.